Have you ever wondered what separates a brilliant idea that just fizzles out from one that literally changes the world? Well, a lot of the time, it's not the idea itself, but the blueprint behind it. So, welcome. We're going to dive into how you can turn big ambitions into real achievements, all through the power of strategic planning. Let's get into it. All right, let's just start with a number, 66%. Kind of hangs in the air, doesn't it? This one statistic, it tells a pretty powerful story about ambition, about risk, and about survival in the business world. But what on earth does it actually represent? Yep, you heard that right. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 2 out of every 3 businesses, they just don't make it to their 10th birthday. And you know one of the top reasons they fail? A lack of planning. It's kind of like setting sail in a huge storm without a map, a compass, or really any idea where you're going. So, that brings us to the most important question, right? How do you become part of that 1/3 that actually thrives? How do you navigate all that uncertainty and build something that's meant to last? Well, the answer, it all starts with a solid, well-thought-out plan, a real blueprint for success. You see, every great plan needs a guiding light, a North Star that keeps everybody pointed in the right direction, no matter how tough the journey gets. And for any organization, that North Star is made up of 3 essential things: its mission, its vision, and its values. Okay, so first up, you've got the mission statement. This answers the most fundamental question of all. Why do we even exist? It's not about the future, not yet. It's about the here and now. It defines the whole purpose, the reason your organization gets up in the morning, today. Next, there's the vision statement. Now, if the mission is the why, then the vision is the what. It answers the question, what do we want to become? This is the big, audacious, long-term goal. It's supposed to be aspirational, to get everyone fired up to reach for something truly great. And finally, you have the value statement. This is the how. How are we going to behave on this journey? It answers what principles will guide our actions. These are the core beliefs that shape the company culture and pretty much every single decision that gets made. All right, with that North Star locked in, it is time to draw the map. And a good blueprint isn't just one giant drawing, right? No way. It's a whole series of plans with different levels of detail, from that big picture structure all the way down to the individual nuts and bolts. Just think of your plan as a pyramid. Right at the very top, you have strategic planning. This is where top managers are looking 1 to 5 years into the future. Below that, you've got tactical planning. That's where middle managers figure out how to make those big strategies happen over, say, the next 6 to 24 months. And at the base, holding it all up, is operational planning, the day-to-day, week-to-week tasks. Every level is designed to support the one above it. Okay, so we've got our guiding star, we've got our tiered map. But let's be honest, a blueprint is totally useless without precise measurements. This is where the magic happens. This is where we turn those vague hopes into real, concrete actions, using a simple but incredibly powerful framework: SMART goals. The S in SMART stands for specific. A goal can't be some fuzzy wish. It has to be absolutely crystal clear. You have to know exactly what you're trying to do. Ambiguity is pretty much the enemy of getting things done. M is for measurable. You've probably heard the saying, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. It's so true. Goals have to be quantifiable so you can track your progress and know for sure when you've actually hit the mark. Just think about the difference here. A vague goal, like as many planes as possible should arrive on time. I mean, that's a nice thought. But a measurable goal, 90% of planes will arrive within 15 minutes of their scheduled arrival time. Now, that is a clear target. That's something you can build a team around. A is for attainable. Look, goals should stretch you. They should be ambitious, but they also have to be realistic. A goal that's completely impossible from the get-go, that just leads to frustration and burnout. It's all about finding that sweet spot between a real challenge and something you can actually achieve. R stands for results-oriented. This is so crucial. Your goals can't just be busy work. They have to directly support the mission and the vision of the organization. Every single objective should be another stepping stone toward that big picture we talked about. And finally, T is for target dates. This one's simple, but it is non-negotiable. A goal has to have a deadline, because without a timeline, there's just no sense of urgency. Deadlines are what turn those nice dreams into actual plans. So how do you put all these SMART goals into practice across a whole organization? Well, one proven way is called management by objectives, or MBO. It's a simple four-step process. Managers and employees have the goals together, they develop an action plan, they regularly review how it's going, and then success is rewarded. It makes everybody a stakeholder in the plan's success.
Now, this is really important to remember. A plan is not something you create once, admire for a bit, and then file away in a drawer to collect dust. The world changes, right? Markets shift, new challenges pop up. Your blueprint for success has to be a living, breathing document.
And this right here, this is the engine that keeps it alive. It's the planning and control cycle. You establish your mission, you assess what's really going on, and you formulate a plan. Then you go do it. But the real magic is in that last step, maintaining control with feedback. You are constantly checking your progress, gathering information, and using all of that to revise and improve your plan. It's a continuous loop: plan, act, and adapt. So as we wrap things up here, I want to leave you with this one thought. All these principles, defining your mission, setting SMART goals, creating a plan that adapts, they're incredibly powerful for businesses. But you know what? They're just as powerful for us as individuals. Your organization might have a plan, but what's your blueprint for success?